Two of the game's elite quarterbacks on one worldwide stage. It's the Dark Angel, Michelle Angel, and the Seattle Mist, taking on the Cardiac Kid, Dakota Hughes, and the Atlanta Steam. Next!
Nothing like a strong woman that takes what you want. That's powerful.
We make history when you step on that football field.
Now's the time to release that anger, that pain on them.
Do you believe in miracles?
They don't deserve no mercy. Them getting put down or they get laid down.
The most successful people in life have failed. We have failed. Everything we've ever asked for is right in front of us right now. So let's get it.
You are looking at Atlanta, Georgia, host of LFL Football Night. Welcome inside the broadcast booth, an inter-conference matchup. The Atlanta Steam hosting the Seattle Mist. Both teams coming into tonight 0-1 and trailing in their respective conferences. For the Seattle Mist, more of a manageable circumstance in the Western Conference. They're only one game out of first place. The Atlanta Steam, more of a dire situation as they are chasing the Chicago Bliss and the Nashville Knights, both of whom are 2-0. For the Omaha Heart, they're even 1-0. So you can make the argument that for the 2017 Eastern Conference champion Atlanta Steam, this is a must-win. With that said, I welcome in my broadcast partner, Bobby Huco. Now, Bobby, we talked about Atlanta being 0-1. Is it time to hit the panic button?
It sounds ridiculous, but yes. I know it's only their second game of the season, but they are playing in the powerful Eastern Conference. Chicago is playing dominating football right now. They're undefeated. Nashville undefeated with an easy schedule upcoming. They need to win the game tonight. If not, Atlanta is out of the playoffs.
Now, if they're going to win, they're going to have to rely heavily on number 16. If you don't know who that is Christelle the Ferrari Harris, wearing a new number here in Atlanta. We're going to see her in an Atlanta Steam uniform for the first time. How much of an impact can we expect her to have on this offense?
We're talking about the greatest running back ever in LFL history. Not only is she a great running back, she's a great receiver out of the backfield. A top target tonight for quarterback Dakota Hughes. That being said, she's playing with a huge chip on her shoulder. She's not happy the way she left Chicago. They thought she was done. She wants to show a lot of people tonight she's a lot of gas back in her tank.
Now, let's talk about the Seattle Mist. This is a team, yes, 0-1 and completely revamped in terms of a roster and a coaching staff. But this was the same team that had the powerhouse Nashville Knights on the ropes with a 3-point game late in the fourth quarter. So we know they can play with just about anybody in this league. What are your thoughts on Seattle?
There's a lot I like about this Seattle team. Despite losing all their free agents to Nashville, the one person that stayed was quarterback Michelle Angel. Don't forget, in 2016, she was the leading passer in the LFL. She's playing at that level right now. She has good receivers. I look for her to light it up tonight.
Certainly a pair of the game's best quarterbacks facing off tonight. Can Dakota Hughes and the Atlanta Steam capture their first win of the season? Or will it be Michelle Angel and the Seattle Mist cooking up an upset in Atlanta? Kickoff is next. A balmy 84-degree night in downtown Atlanta, Georgia. As we welcome you back to LFL Football Night, Mitch Mortaza and Bobby Huco on the call. That young lady, Dakota Hughes, trying to rally this Atlanta Steam from an 0-1 start. We sat down with her and talked about it.
We are playing with a different mindset than we were going into the season. Starting out 0-1 is not too good when other teams in the conferences are now 2-0. Chicago and Nashville are both undefeated. So the good news is, as long as we win out, we go to the playoffs. So it's in our own hands. So we're taking that into the rest of the season.
Losing is not an option tonight for Dakota Hughes and Atlanta.
That is Christelle Harris. Nice looking opening run as she makes her debut wearing the number 16, an 8-yard carry.
Christelle the Ferrari Harris is on a mission tonight. She wants to show her former team, Chicago, she still can play the game of football. We're going to be seeing a lot of that tonight.
An 8-yard run by the Ferrari, now setting up a 2nd and 2, cutting back to the outside. Open grass, touchdown Atlanta. What an opening series for Chrisdale Harris.
Boom goes the dynamite, just like that. They're searching for weapons, but Atlanta does not need any extra weapons with a Ferrari in the backfield. Breaking ankles on her 2nd run with Atlanta right there. The safety, Kara Bryant, looking for her ankles. Ferrari goes coast to coast.
A nice block by Dina Wojcicki, a seal block on Savannah Wood, and that really sprung Chrisdale Harris.
Head coach Dane Robinson said he's going to be doing that all night long, going right behind Dina Wojcicki, give the ball to Harris.
This is a 2-point attempt, and Harris walking into the end zone. That'll extend Atlanta's lead to 8-0.
This is too easy. Outside seal blocking, lead blocker, Efezekai, good lead block, goes right into the end zone.
And that was the corner, number 1, Kiera Williams. You've got to contain the outside as a cornerback. She got pushed to the inside, and that opened up the lane for Harris.
As good as that run was by Harris on the touchdown, it shows how bad the Seattle secondary is at tackling.
That's what we talked about in the pregame show. This defense for Seattle has got to improve. Luckily, they've got a pretty good offense, and we're going to get a look at them here. An opening play handoff to Nikki Bernhardt. No gain on the play. Great defensive rush by Atlanta.
Brittany Demry, number 2, just a gnarly defensive end. She'll be shutting down those A-gaps all night long.
Come get it, bitch. Let's go.
You could see Michelle Angel barking at that Atlanta defense. A 2nd and 10 from the Seattle 15. This is Angel poking the bear. Jessica Salazar with a nice-looking 5-yard sack here.
Salazar is just a beast from Miami. She can go from sideline to sideline. She'll be after Angel all night.
Let's meet the starters for Seattle.
Ashley Baker, wide receiver.
Kiera Williams, wide receiver.
Misty Gonzalez, tight end.
The Lumberjack at tight end.
Nicole Peterson, your center. Jasmine Carter, running back.
Michelle Angel,
Quarterback.
We talked about Angel in pregame, but she told me she's going to try to get the ball to Kiera Williams all night.
Not on this occurrence. That is Amber Clark. Glove-like coverage on Kiera Williams.
All kind of pressure on Angel. The corner blitz. Watch the cornerman, they just destroy her. She threw it up. Coverage was there. Bad pass by Angel. We've never seen her throw like that. Not a good start for Michelle Angel in Seattle.
A great call by defensive coordinator and head coach Dane Robinson. You said it, Bobby Huco. That was Quilla Franklin with a corner blitz and forcing the errant pass by Michelle Angel. And here is Seattle's defense returning the favor, putting some pressure on Dakota Hughes. Let's meet Atlanta's starters.
Dina Wojcicki, your center.
Zoe Fezekai, wide receiver.
Jessica Salazar, tight end. Brittany Demry, tight end.
Lauren Ziegler,
Wide receiver.
Ferrari Harris,
the running back.
Dakota Hughes, quarterback.
Atlanta's got a lot of offensive weapons with Dakota Hughes and Ziegler, but the story tonight is right there. The debut of Chrisdale, the Ferrari Harris at running back.
Harris with a 9-yard run, tacked that onto the 35 yards she already has. This Seattle defense struggling. Let's meet their starters.
Kiera Williams, corner.
Ashley Baker, corner.
Christine Cortez, strong safety.
Kiera Bryant, free safety.
The Lumberjack at middle linebacker.
Stacy Jackman, defensive end.
Karen O'Neill, defensive end.
The story tonight is the Lumberjack. Savannah Wood, the middle linebacker, has to somehow contain the Ferrari Harris from big gains.
That time they were ISOing the Ferrari, and a great misdirection handoff to Lauren Ziegler for 6 yards.
When I spoke with head coach Dane Robinson, he's going to mix it up. Even though the focus will be getting to the ball to the Ferrari Harris, they have a lot of other options like Ziegler to run the ball with.
So that Ziegler run set up a 1st and 10 Ball at the 22 of Seattle. A Y handoff to Salazar. Salazar with great size, but not able to get much. She'll be limited to 4 yards.
They're going to be trying that play a lot tonight, the Y under to Salazar. Obviously, when you got Ferrari in the backfield, in the back of the eye going left, the safeties and the linebackers will hopefully go left. They come back underneath the Salazar right there. That's the best play so far for the Seattle defense.
Typically, Salazar pretty dominant at 5'8", 160, but this Seattle team is the largest team in the league in terms of just physical prowess. This time looking in the flat and falling incomplete. Pass intended for Christelle Harris.
Harris in the flat, just doing an out route. We mentioned in the pregame, she ends up as one of the top receivers in the LFL every year. We talk about a running game, but she has great hands, but not on that play.
This Seattle defense has got to get a stop. Already trailing this game 8-0. A 3rd and 6 from the Seattle 18. They're going to go back to the bank, namely Christelle Harris. That was a good-looking 7-yard carry, setting up another Atlanta first down.
That is simply amazing. She is so good. They had the secondaries up in the A-gap. They had nobody deep. Both safeties were up by the line of scrimmage, and she still gets 7 yards running right at them.
So a 1st and 10 at the Seattle 11. No mystery to the play calling of offensive coordinator Mark White, at least early. They're going to feature the Ferrari. 1st and 10, tossed right. Christelle Harris waiting for that blocking to develop. That is an 8-year veteran. In fact, we sat down with Harris and talked to her about the transition from Chicago.
Being here and being in a different uniform is, I don't know how to feel. The only other uniform I've ever played in was an all-star uniform. So I'm excited, I'm nervous, I'm scared. You know, I want to get in that mindset to be a leader. I just hope I can do that for my new team. It's a new beginning, new start, new uniform, new coaching staff, new number.
Christelle Harris on the move to Atlanta. And now Alfie Gore, after Harris let him down the field, will score from 4 yards out. Atlanta with a commanding 14-0 lead.
Coach Dane Robinson told me he's going to feature Gore more this season than he ever had before in previous seasons at running back because she had so much all-around talent, and it showed right there for 6.
Kiara Williams just backpedaling, and Alfie Gore blowing her up. Getting back to the Christelle Harris signing, how big is that for this Atlanta team?
In my opinion, Dane Robinson did the best job of recruiting during the offseason. When he signed Christelle Harris, I think it's the #1 signing ever in the LFL for a free agent.
Hard to argue against that point. Meanwhile, the extra point attempt, no good, attempted to Efezikai. That will bring us to a media timeout as Christelle Harris makes her debut, and Atlanta up big, 14-0. Back to LFL football night. The hometown Atlanta Steam up 14-0.
This could get ugly. It looks like right now Seattle did not come to play. Angel getting picked off on her first pass. The defense not tackling. I just don't know.
A 1st and 10 from the 15. This is Angel from the shotgun. Now rolling left and buying time and actually gaining 11 yards on the carry. We sat down with Angel earlier.
I do consider myself to be a leader of the team, even at this point. I definitely think that the quarterback position comes with a leadership role almost automatically. It is a new team, so I'm still working to get comfortable with all the girls, but very excited about the role that I'm able to play here for Seattle.
She has become a standout quarterback, not only in Seattle, but in the LFL. But she knows tonight's going to be a shootout. Her defense cannot tackle. She's going to have to outscore Atlanta.
That was a screen set up to Nikki Bernhardt, who takes a shot from Keon Harrison.
That was part of the game plan tonight for Seattle. They knew they're going to throw pressure, corner blitzes, get the ball out to the backs and the sideline. She takes a big shot there, but she's a big back coming out herself.
Bernhardt actually playing with the Omaha Heart, signed this offseason as a free agent, and that's Keon Harrison, one of the better defensive ends in the LFL, much like a Danielle Harvey from Los Angeles. And this is Michelle Angel on another quarterback keeper. Again gaining 11 yards. That'll be good enough for a 1st and goal. So this Seattle offense is finally gaining some momentum.
I asked head coach Dane Robinson about his scouting report on quarterback Michelle Angel, and what really surprised him was her running ability. He knew she could throw the football and pick defenses apart, but running the football, she is very capable quarterback.
If Angel continues to move the sticks like she has here in this drive, look for Dane Robinson to possibly spy her. Now a 1st and goal, ball at the 10 on a release and connecting. Misty Gonzalez, touchdown Seattle.
Great read by Angel. Dina Wojcicki went flying in from the defensive end position, and right behind her, Misty Gonzalez sneaks out, no coverage there. It's a man on the outside, nobody in the middle. Great read by Angel.
Gonzalez, barely making the 14 active roster, comes up with a vital response. And you could see Dina Wojcicki at the end of that play throwing up her arms. I think she was expecting safety help over the top.
Inside the 10-yard line, you usually get man-to-man coverage. Wojcicki had nobody helping her behind. Angel knew that. And then the release by Gonzalez, just a great call by Coach Rambo and Michelle Angel.
Seattle electing to go for a 1-point conversion here. This is Angel buying time with her legs. Deflected and into the arms of Misty Gonzalez.
Should have been an interception by Quilla Franklin right in her hand. She popped it up, and Gonzalez, very heads-up play to get the conversion.
We do have a penalty on the field.
Offsides, defense number 4. The penalty is declined by rule. The try is good. 1st down, Atlanta.
Get on the sideline! What the fuck? Watch out, please. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out, please. Watch out, watch out. Defense, come here. Sit down.
Dane Robinson going to have a little discussion on the sideline with that defense that gave up what was a 37-yard scoring drive to Seattle.
I think you're right. Defensive coordinator and head coach Dane Robinson not happy at all with his defense. I would not be surprised if he changed up the scheme and focused on Michelle Angel, maybe with a spy situation.
Hey, halt. Ready? She pulling me down like this.
Okay.
Come on, man.
You don't become the all-time leading rusher in the LFL without knowing how to play the politics game a bit. You can see Christelle Harris already lobbying the officiating crew.
Was that Christelle Harris or LeBron James? I've seen LeBron James do that every game in the playoffs.
That was a 4-yard carry by Harris, a 2nd and 6. This is Hughes back to pass down the middle. And I'm not sure if Kiara Williams got a piece of that, but Lauren Ziegler had gotten behind the defense.
That was part of the Atlanta game plan. Give the ball to Harris and then take shots deep with Lauren Ziegler. The ball hits her in the hand. Not a bad pass, but a great play by Williams, number 1.
I don't think Williams actually touched that ball. It was just thrown beyond Lauren Ziegler, setting up a 3rd and 6 ball at the Atlanta 19-yard line. They're going to toss left. This is Christelle Harris cutting back, finding some real estate. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Christelle Ferrari Harris in full beast mode tonight, ran through the entire Seattle defense. Doing a little twerk right here, but she totally tweaked the Seattle D.
What a run by Christelle Harris, 31 yards. Is this a case where Seattle's defense is that bad, or is she just lightning in a bottle?
Harris is simply the best back in the game right now. She's showing it right now. Seattle's defense is very shoddy, but the way she ran, followed Demery's blocks like a pro, just outstanding football by the Ferrari.
So a 31-yard run by Christelle Harris. Atlanta responding to the Seattle drive. Now setting up for a 2-point conversion. They're going to go to Alfie Gore. Gore having success here in the first quarter. That'll extend Atlanta's lead to 22-7.
What's amazing is Atlanta is known for their passing game too. Dakota Hughes, one of the best arms in the game. They don't need it tonight. Look at Gore following blocks, going right up the gut for points. That combination of Gore and the Ferrari is quite a combo.
That Seattle defense is being manhandled up front. Let's listen in to Eric Bellamy.
Don't let him block you, come on. We gotta stop him for one damn series. We know they damn sets. We know all their sets and we won't come up and tackle. They haven't completed one pass on us. They got 3 goddamn touchdowns. Go!
They're not trying to pass. The blocks are there. The problem is Seattle just can't tackle. Their techniques are not good.
And that is the only offense we've seen from Seattle. Michelle Angel on the ground will gain 3 yards. And that will officially bring us to the end of the first quarter. A quarter dominated by the Ferrari and the Atlanta Steam.
LFL Mobile, giving you access to the gridiron goddesses of the LFL with exclusive photos, videos, live game reporting, and fan promotions. LFL Mobile. Download on your Android or iPhone.
Stay on your side. Do not cross the field because you think she going that way. She gonna cut back. Stay on your side. Damn, this is not no new shit. I tell you every week, stay on your side. Get upfield. She goes other way. Stay on your side, but follow. Follow. Down is it? Fuck!
Head coach Eric Bellamy also serving as the defensive coordinator for the Seattle Mist, really trying to urge on a defense that has clearly struggled, at least to start this season.
Well, he knows they have to contain the Ferrari somehow, and when you don't have people doing the trail technique like he was just talking about, they're going to overcommit, and she can cut back, and there's nobody there, which we saw in the touchdown.
So a 2nd and 7 after that Angel run to end the first quarter. They're going to go back to Nikki Bernhardt, their workhorse. Bernhardt not having any impact, at least early, only managing 3 yards. That is Fox Birdwell on the tackle.
Coach Rambo, the OC, he's trying to get the running game started with Bernhardt in a power I left formation, opening up some holes for her, but it's not there so far. And if they don't open some holes for Bernhardt, that's really going to kill this passing game too.
So a 3rd and 4 ball at the Seattle 21. An empty backfield set from the shotgun. This is Angel rolling right. Nobody open. And just salvaging what she can. A 5-yard carry by Michelle Angel.
That's what she gives you. There's nothing there. Good read. She takes what she can get. There's nothing there. 5 yards. Take the 5 yards. Get out of bounds. Tee it up again on 2nd down.
The closest defender to Angel was our handheld camera guy. So Angel having success on the ground. We're not seeing the offensive fireworks through the passing game that we saw against Nashville earlier. 1st and 10, ball at the 24 of Atlanta. This time Jasmine Carter to the right of Angel, and she'll get a draw play. A 6-yard carry by the short-statured running back.
Jasmine Carter, a great all-around athlete. Michelle Angel said they prefer her as the number 3 receiver, but sometimes they have to give Bernhardt a break in the backfield. She's not a bag running back either.
That 6-yard pass reception setting up a 2nd and 4. Carter, an excellent pass receiving option for this offense out of the backfield. Again from the shotgun, going back to Carter. And just when I talked her up, she drops what would have been a big gain for this offense.
This was part of the offensive game plan. They come with a blitz up the middle. You throw a swing pass to the back, out wide open. Just catch the football, maybe score points.
Carter had a lot of green grass ahead of her had she held on to that football. Now a 3rd and 4, ball at the Atlanta 18-yard line. Bernhardt in the backfield deep. From the shotgun, swing pass to Bernhardt, open field. What a suplex tackle by Brittany Demery.
Brittany Demery delivering the blow. Bernhardt is a beast on her own terms, and she's not getting up right now. Demery just laid her out.
Demery, one of the more physical defenders in the league, you could see just picks her up. A WWE type suplex.
I cannot tell you how hard that is. Bernhardt is a big girl and she gets slammed.
And Bernhardt very slow getting up and now going back to the ground. This Seattle offense can really ill afford to lose Nikki Bernhardt.
She is a big part of the offensive package. That's a great sign. It looks like she just got the wind knocked out of her. She's walking off. But when I spoke to Coach Rambo, they were going to use her and also Carter swinging out of the backfield against that strong blitz of Atlanta, and it's a good package. I like it.
That is a good sign if you're a Seattle Mist fan. Nikki Bernhardt expected to possibly return. We'll try to get a medical report for you a little bit later as it becomes available.
Coach Rambo and quarterback Michelle Angel put together a great offensive package for this tonight. They knew Atlanta's going to come with a blitz. They're coming against them with big plays, hopefully.
That was a 4-yard carry before getting injured, so setting up a 1st and 10 from the Atlanta 14-yard line. Looking over the middle and just lofting it. Again, that is Misty Gonzalez, the left tight end on a release play.
It looked like the exact same play, just a little bit deeper. One-on-one coverage. They got caught up in the end zone. Touchdown again. Who would have called this? Misty Gonzalez, her 2nd touchdown of the night, and it's only the first half.
And the guts by number 7, Michelle Angel, to hold on to it under extreme pressure by Brittany Demery. Let's listen in.
You gotta love the way she stays in the pocket, hangs in there, knows she's gonna get killed like she did the first game, but she gets rid of the ball for a touchdown.
This is Angel again.
Woo! What y'all want? You don't want to play dirty?
Angel talking to Alfie Gore and company as she's walking into the end zone. You gotta love the fire of number 7. That brings us to a media timeout as the Seattle Mist claw back into the game, 14-22. Back to LFL football night. Let's go down to the field.
We have to be better on our blitzes. We got to. She has too much time. And when I mean too much time, she has 1 second too long. You have to be better. Go!
That's when it comes down to a split section. The whole blitz package, it's a combination with the linebackers and cornerbacks. If you don't get there quick enough, that's what happened. They throw touchdown passes. You have to get to the quarterback.
1st and 10. Let's see if Atlanta continues to go to number 16, Christelle Harris. That is Ziegler. And they're going to give it to Ziegler on a reverse. Wide open space. Ziegler still on her feet, all the way down to about the 6-yard line.
All night long, we talk about the Ferrari Harris. Here's Lauren Ziegler, the Hall of Famer, getting a great outside stalk block by Efezekai, a huge gainer for Lauren Ziegler.
Ashley Baker-Tatum, the corners for Seattle, cannot seem to move the traffic back inside where they have help. They are getting beat on the edges by the receivers for Atlanta.
No, they have a lot of muggles in that secondary. You know, the non-magical people in Harry Potter. They got to start tackling.
A 1st and 10 handoff again to Christelle Harris.
Why you got to do all that? Hey, number 6, I'm about to fuck you up since you want to play dirty. You all right? Yeah.
Yeah, Christelle Harris is not one to mince words. If you go at number 16, get ready for her to come back at you.
You don't take cheap shots at the Ferrari. She will have the whole team come out and the whole city of Atlanta come after her.
Speaking of the city of Atlanta, they've really gravitated toward the Christelle Harris signing. Frankly, they got sick of her beating them up in all those Eastern Conference championships. A 2nd and 2. Hughes back to pass over the middle. Just shy of Jolie Efezekai. That'll set up a 3rd and 2.
Jolie Efezekai, one-on-one post pattern. Great throw by Hughes, right in her hands. You got to come down with that for 6.
That has been something that has plagued number 15, Jolie Efezekai. She has dropped more balls in Atlanta than she's caught by a wide margin.
She's a great pure athlete, but she doesn't have the focus. It seems like she does in practice, but not in the game.
A 3rd and 2 handoff. That is Christelle Harris.
It take 2 of them. It take 2 of them.
Inside the 5, there's no one better than Christelle the Ferrari Harris from getting in, but I got to hand it to Seattle. That's what they need to do to get her down. Gang tackle her. 2 defenders finally bring her down before she gets in the end zone.
You can see Harris inviting that Seattle defense. She will not shy away from competition. That 4-yard run setting up a 1st and goal for this Atlanta offense. This is a toss right to the Ferrari. Into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown.
I actually like the way Kara Bryant, number 9, came up from the safety position, made a good tackle. The problem was it's in the end zone.
Yeah, that doesn't help. You could see at least she's being physical. The size that this Seattle defense has, it's unbelievable. It's baffling that they routinely get manhandled.
Bryant made a nice tackle there, but it was in the end zone. But getting back to the Ferrari, Chrisdell Harris, she is putting on a show for the Atlanta fans tonight. I knew she was good, but I didn't know she would come back this good.
Playing with a chip on your shoulder tends to motivate you, and certainly Chrisdell Harris has a boulder. This is the extra point attempt. Dakota Hughes trying to buy time and getting it across the goal line. I'm not sure her knee wasn't down before she extended the ball over the goal line.
What an effort by quarterback Dakota Hughes. We haven't even mentioned she's playing hurt. Right now she's got a groin problem, pulled muscle, but she's been limping all day before the game, and now she makes that kind of effort. Outstanding play, but I don't think they're going to count it.
The try is no good. The runner's knee was down, and the ball was short of the goal line. The try is no good.
So indeed, Dakota Hughes, you could see here the left knee kind of brushed the ground well before she extended over the plane.
What an effort. She deked Bryant on the goal line to get the ball across the goal line, but her knee was down.
Dakota Hughes engineering a 5-play, 35-yard drive for Atlanta. And now the pressure going back to Michelle Angel and the Seattle offense.
Angel knew the only chance Seattle had tonight was to get in a shootout with them and outscore them. That's what she has to do.
Inside handoff to Nikki Bernhardt. Bernhardt coming off that injury in the second quarter earlier, but she is held to a yard.
Brittany Demery, number 2, having a great night inside for Atlanta tonight, shutting down that Seattle running game. And I'm going to tell you what, this defense is rock solid. With the addition of Harris in the backfield on offense, this Atlanta team has a chance to do something special this year.
3rd and 3. Ball backed up at the Seattle 16 from the shotgun, rolling right into the flat. Bernhardt would have been better off just dropping that ball, a loss of a yard.
Nothing there. Checked down by Angel. She should have thrown it away. You're right, not taking a loss, but there was great coverage in the secondary by Atlanta.
So 3rd and 10, a passing play coming up. If I'm that Atlanta defense, I'm looking for the wheel route with Jasmine Carter.
Well, you got Carter and Kiera Williams. Angel told me she was going to be a go-to receiver tonight. They have completely shut her down so far.
We're starting to approach the 2-minute mark. A 3rd and 10 from the Seattle 15 to the outside and through the arms of Ashley Baker Tatum. So the drops continue for this Seattle offense.
Wow, great pass by Angel. Steps up, climbs the pocket, throws a strike to Baker Tatum. Tatum should have the ball, but she has hands like feet, completely whiffs on it. Unbelievable. Great throw by Angel, not her fault.
Tatum never got off the bench last year under Chris Michelson, and now we see why.
You have to help out your quarterback. Baker Tatum has to come down with that ball.
A 4th and 10 punt by Seattle. Nice kick by Savannah Wood into the cheap seats. Actually, I'm not sure if that front row is very cheap. That's about an $85 ticket, is what I'm told.
2-minute warning. Please reset the game clock to 2 minutes. This is the 2-minute warning.
Head referee Gregory Edwards taking us into the 2-minute warning with Atlanta comfortably ahead with Lauren Ziegler and Chrisdell Harris doing the damage. Back to LFL football night, a beautiful scenic look at downtown Atlanta, Georgia, where the hometown Atlanta Steam are up 28-14.
Good game. Michelle Angel trying to keep Seattle in this ball game by scoring points, and so far, so good.
A 4th and 10, another punt. Again sailing well into the stands. So at least Savannah Wood, they've got their punting situation figured out in Seattle.
I'm going to tell you what, after what we witnessed last week in Los Angeles with 2 punts, I think, for a total of 5 yards, that might have been the best LFL punts I've ever seen. The scouts for the Falcons might be looking at her. That was great.
I think head coach Eric Bellamy of Seattle would much prefer some points here. But his defense will have to go to work first against this Atlanta offense that has just churned out yardage for this first half, namely on the feet of Chrisdell Harris.
It's amazing. Dakota Hughes, one of the best quarterbacks in the league, has yet to complete a pass.
You gotta wonder how much that groin injury has played into the performance here in the first half. Hughes back to pass over the middle. Kiera Williams dropping a gift-wrapped interception.
Come on, we gotta catch the ball! Shit!
Coach Bellamy knows how big that was. A turnover right there for Seattle. They score before the half. They're right back in the game. You have to make that catch.
2nd and 10, ball at the Atlanta 15-yard line. And to your point, this defense has got to get a stop here. Another handoff to Harris and just falling forward for 8 yards. Harris is just racking up the yards here in the first half.
Great blocking up front at the point of attack. Wojciechowski, Salazar, and Demery opening up big holes for Atlanta.
1:30 remaining, and Atlanta has both of its timeouts, so no need to rush the offense. They're going to go back to Harris. This time Harris trying the left side. Stiff-arming Christine Cortez for another 8 yards.
Wow, we have just received from the crack research department of the LFL that is an LFL record for rushing yards and a half for the Ferrari Harris. 123 unbelievable yards already.
You think head coach of the Chicago Bliss, Keith Hack, is watching this?
I think he might be drinking right now, and he doesn't drink.
Good point. 1st and 10, high snap. Sailing past Dakota Hughes, and Hughes just tossing it into the end zone. This may be a pass interference on Baker Tatum.
Quarterback Hughes not having a great night. She makes a nice recovery, throws it up one-on-one to Efezekai, and then Baker Tatum, who's having a terrible night, came in, pass interference.
Pass interference, number 8, defense, 10-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
Monster! Monster!
The Baker Tatum pass interference sets up Atlanta inside the 4-yard line of Seattle.
You can tell quarterback Dakota Hughes is not 100%. She's not playing her usual A game, but thank God the Ferrari Harris is.
Double back set, ball at the 6. Handoff goes to Gore. Gore cutting inside. And into the end zone. Touchdown Atlanta.
Wow, Alfie Gore showing flashes of brilliance. She looks like Frank Gore in the backfield tonight.
Alfie Gore, mainly known for a defensive back for Atlanta. This is her 5th season with the franchise. I never knew she had the kind of moves she has here in the open field at the running back position.
I like the way she hugs her block. She followed Lauren Ziegler's butt right into the end zone.
So now the extra point attempt. Ball at the 3-yard line, so Atlanta electing to go for a 2-point attempt. High snap, and just tossing it to Efezekai. The 6'1" receiver having her way with Baker Tatum.
That's like playing catch in the backyard. You have 6'1" going against 5'8". Dakota Hughes throws it up in the air one-on-one, just jump up and catch the football, which Efezekai did.
Jolie Efezekai, much maligned for dropping the football, coming through here. They like what they're seeing with the matchup against Baker Tatum because Tatum is just lost.
Baker Tatum is getting burnt on defense. She can't catch the ball on offense. It's a long night for her and that Seattle defense.
If there's one offense that can put up some points in a hurry, it's this Seattle offense. We saw it against Nashville, but they've got to get a rhythm going here. 1st and 10, ball at the Seattle 15. Edge pressure. And Amber Clark is going to get home.
Let's eat. Woo, good. Let's eat. I like you.
An 8-yard sack.
Hey, my receiver getting shoved down after 5 yards. She got shoved down after 5 yards. Let's go.
An 8-yard sack of Michelle Angel as the clock continues to run here.
Exactly what Dane Robinson wanted, the corners to get to the cornerback before Angel could throw the football.
A 2nd and 18 from the shotgun. Looking down the field. Gonna try the right side. And just beyond the outstretched arms of Kiera Williams.
Great protection in the pocket. Nicole Peterson, Savannah Wood, and Misty Gonzalez, they had the pocket all night long for Angel. She wound up and threw it to her number one target, and Williams couldn't come down with it.
This Seattle offense has got to be careful here. 12.4 seconds. Be sure you use all 12 seconds, because if you turn it over on downs, you're going to be in trouble against that Atlanta offense.
That shows you how quick they can strike, though. With that arm, Williams' speed, they could probably do it again right now.
A 3rd and 18 dump off to Carter underneath. Carter still on her feet, breaking through arm tackles and getting down to about the 7-yard line. So Seattle electing to use one of their 2 timeouts here.
Seattle, their first timeout of the first half.
Move, move, move. Yes, Can we get some holding? They are like literally tackling number 10. She came out on the route and they drug her to the ground. Okay. Come on. I ain't asking for much, just don't beat one person up.
These girls are fucking weak, bro.
Weak?
These girls are weak.
And where was my head penalty? She got tackled by the head, I get no penalty.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Fuck defense, y'all are fucking killing me, man. If you have a receiver on you, you're there. Once again, my ends, stay on the tight ends. My middle linebacker, blitz for the love of Christ. All right, strong safety, spy, okay?
Dane Robinson, he knows what killed him earlier in the game. The releases by the tight ends, nobody covered it wide open. They're staying on him right now. On the other side, Coach Bellamy, he's whining to the officials. He thinks his receivers are being held when I think they're just being hit up at the line of scrimmage legally.
Take a chill pill, Bobby Huco. 1st and 10, Atlanta at the 12-yard line. This should be the final play of the half. 2.8 seconds remaining. Seattle will not get an opportunity to use that final timeout. And into the end zone! Amber Clark looked like she was draped all over Kiera Williams. And you could see Williams talking to the back judge.
That completes the first half.
Halftime, let's go. Halftime, let's go.
Not a bad throw by Angel. A back shoulder to Williams. It was there, just a little bit too far out, hit the wall.
Head coach Eric Bellamy not happy with his wide receivers dropping touchdown passes. That'll bring us to the end of the half, a half that was dominated by number 16, Christelle Harris. Back with halftime festivities after this.
Physicality is part of this game. This is not that powder puff shit. This is football. This is violence. They are kicking our behind.
A tense atmosphere inside that Seattle Mist locker room as head coach Eric Bellamy really trying to light a fire under his team. They trail it 36-14 at halftime. Mitch Mortaza and Bobby Huco. Now, Bobby, I think we both can agree the big story coming out of the first half of this one, an LFL record on the ground. Christelle the Ferrari Harris racking up 123 yards, really playing possessed as if to send a message to her former team, the Chicago Bliss.
Hell has no fury like a woman scorned. I think that's the saying, and she is sending a message. She was scorned in Chicago. She thinks she was let down there, let go too early, set an LFL record on only 12 carries. Unbelievable. Quarterback Dakota Hughes, one of the best in the game, 0 for 5, but they did not need her passing with the Ferrari going off like that.
Yeah, especially with that Seattle defense. They've given up 162 yards through 20 minutes of football, and we talked about it, 36 points. Coming off the Nashville game, very similar effort there. Can this defense and this team win ball games in the LFL, giving up this kind of yardage and this many points?
In one word, no. We saw that exact defense play the same way against Nashville. No fundamentals on tackling. They could not bring down a running back. It's happening again tonight. They won't win a game if they keep tackling like this.
I think both defenses really struggled in the first half of this one, giving up a combined 50 points. Let's look at that scoring. It was as promised and delivered. Christelle the Ferrari Harris on 3 scoring runs in the first half. Yardage of 27, 31, and 2 yards, making a huge impact on this Atlanta offense. Then an unsuspecting figure, Alfie Gore, added another pair of runs on the ground. That gave Atlanta their 36 first half points. For Seattle, the damage came through the air. Misty Gonzalez, who struggled to make the 14-man roster, scored twice in the first half. That brings us to our halftime score of 36-14 as we look at the first half stats.
What stands out is Atlanta's offense doubling the production of Seattle's offense. And obviously the key for Atlanta was Chrisdell Harris in that running game, racking up an incredible 162 yards in the first half.
Atlanta playing like a team with urgency, while Seattle is struggling for its identity. Can Seattle rally, or is Atlanta headed to its first win of the season? The second half kickoff is next. Back to LFL football night as we look at our first half impact players.
For Seattle, quarterback Michelle Angel, 5 out of 10 with 2 touchdown strikes. And of course, the Ferrari Harris with a league record 123 yards in the first half. But the story of the night might be pregame. Here's Mitch Mortaza with an 8 route, a post pattern to Hall of Famer Lauren Ziegler.
The good old high school arm coming back to life. A 1st and 10 here. Michelle Angel chased down. And that could have been a horse collar by Brittany Demery. We do have a flag.
That was scary looking. It might be a horse collar.
Gregory Edwards will be on the call here.
Horse collar tackle, defense, 10-yard penalty, first down.
Brittany Demery having a whale of a night on defense, a little bit too aggressive here. This is very dangerous. Pulling her down by the horse collar, a knee, ankle, anything can go out. I'm glad they called that one.
We saw earlier in the season Brianna Quintana of the Denver Dream get drugged down from behind and leg whipped, ultimately breaking her leg and ending her season. Michelle Angel faring better here as this Seattle offense is already at the 23 of Atlanta. And here comes the blitz. Pass complete to Kiara Williams. That looked like the corner blitz may have been across the line. This should be an offsides on Atlanta. Gregory Edwards still conferring with his team.
Offside, defense number 17, 5-yard penalty, replay first down.
Good read and audible by Michelle Angel. A crossing pattern against man-to-man coverage is perfect. Kiara Williams read it. They completed it, but they also got the penalty.
You know, I want to go back to an earlier completion we highlighted coming back from the break. How about Mitch Mortaza on a 50-yard dime to Lauren Ziegler?
That was a great pass. The question is, how many takes did it have to happen to go through?
1st and 5 after that penalty. Ball at the Atlanta 18. Seattle looking sharp early here in the third quarter. They're going to go to Carter on a draw play. Carter with a nice-looking 7-yard run. So this Atlanta offense really moving the rock now.
I'm going to tell you what, Michelle Angel told me about Jasmine Carter, what a great athlete she was. When you look at her, you don't think she's going to be that quick. But she's got quick moves, quick openers, gets to the hole fast. Having a good night so far.
Jasmine Carter has some 11-on-11 experience, so she definitely has a football background. And this may be the right side of that Seattle line, Savannah Wood, that may have jumped.
Prior to the snap, false start, offense number 10, 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
Savannah Wood, the lumberjack, jumping too early. Seattle's got a good roll going here. If they can get points on the board on this drive, they're right back in this ball game.
Penalties like that scare you. Sometimes they bring an end to what is otherwise a very impressive drive here for Seattle.
You're right, a lot of times they're drive killers.
1st and 15 now. Ball at the Atlanta 16-yard line. Here comes the blitz. And well offsides. That was Alfie Gore coming up the A-gap. That wasn't even close.
Coaches always teach safeties, watch the football.
Offside, defense number 6, 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
She tried to time it perfectly on the snap count of the quarterback. She wasn't even close.
You could see the strategy here is to put the heat on Michelle Angel And we've seen it mainly from the corners and the safeties.
Seattle did a great job game planning against that. She made great reads and audibles all night long. Has only been hit once.
There's another release to Misty Gonzalez. They've targeted Gonzalez a lot tonight, and in fact, it's paid off. 2 targets for 2 touchdowns in the first half.
It should have been 3. That's all on Angel. Gonzalez was wide open. She just overthrew her. She could have hit her right in the chest for a touchdown. Just overthrow the football.
That Atlanta defense has got to make an adjustment. It seems like Gonzalez is just releasing, and nobody is tracking her.
It's an automatic read. If they blitz, if they come hard, she releases wide open. Somebody's got to pick her up.
2nd and 10 from the Atlanta 11. Angel buying time with her feet again, open in the flat, and dropped again, this time by Savannah Wood.
It was a broken play. They were supposed to throw it early to Wood. She's open quick. Angel has to scramble, makes an incredible throw to get it back to her, and then she's all thumbs. She should have caught the football.
How many times have we said it every week? You're not going to have a lot of success as quarterbacks throwing across the body.
That throw right there is usually picked off. Somehow it got there, but they dropped the football.
3rd and 10, ball remains at the 11 of Atlanta. Rolling right into the end zone. And caught! Unbelievable. We got on Ashley Baker Tatum in the first half. What an answer by Tatum.
Baker Tatum, make him like Beckham Jr. Watch this catch over the wall, over the defender, somehow hangs on. We were totally wrong about her.
I'm not sure we're going to completely be wrong about her, but nice recovery, an extension over the wall to preserve a touchdown.
Got Seattle back in the game. She came up with a huge play. Angel got her the football. They're right back in.
A 16-point gap, and this looks to be Savannah Wood from the shotgun for a 2-point attempt, and bulldozing over the defender. And just like that, Seattle pulls to within 2 scores.
I love this. It's like the old Oklahoma drill, one-on-one. Wood versus Alston. Who's going to win? Obviously Wood destroys Leanna Alston. What a play.
Wood's conversion makes this a 14-point game as we head to a media timeout. Baker Tatum rallying Seattle.
Ladies, you're going to give them there on a platter if you don't get it corrected. If you don't get it corrected. All that was silly fucking mistakes. Be better! Fuck! We had success with Gray, correct? All right, so don't sit there and fucking wave your hand at me and you get us 6 goddamn points.
You can see the work of all the NFL players here tonight's game.
Dane Robinson cannot believe that his defense is letting Seattle back in the game. He told me before the game he thinks they were going to shut out Seattle. It is not happening tonight.
An injured Dakota Hughes going back to work here. A completed screen, that's to Lauren Ziegler. The Seattle defense that time coming up nicely. Kiera Williams and Kara Bryant.
I like what I'm seeing on the Seattle defense, even though that was a completion. The first one of the night for Atlanta and Dakota Hughes. Kiera Williams came up one-on-one, open space with the Hall of Famer and brought her down.
That was only a 2-yard gain by Ziegler. Wouldn't be surprised at all if they end up going back to Harris here. Inside handoff, just Jessica Salazar. A 4-yard carry by the Miami native.
The Seattle defense is stepping up. Yeah, she got 4 yards, but that's it. They finally have them in a 3rd down situation. Let's see if Seattle's D can come through one more time.
3rd and 4, a little over 5.5 remaining. Ball at the Atlanta 21-yard line. You're starting to see a little more energy on that Seattle side of the ball defensively.
The whole team looks like it's perked up after that touchdown.
So at 3rd and 4, ball at the Atlanta 21-yard line. Toss left to Christelle Harris. And Harris losing her footing. Great pursuit that time by the Seattle defense, led by Christine Cortez.
Christine Cortez came across the line of scrimmage and stopped Harris in her tracks. She almost fell down backwards. This team's ready to play right here in the second half.
So here's your opportunity if you're Seattle's defense. A 4th and 6. You have yet to stop this Atlanta offense, and your offense on the other side is starting to click. You've got to get a stop here.
The play of the game for Dakota Hughes so far.
4th and 6 play. Hughes scrambling and intercepted. Kara Bryant beautifully stepping in front of the receiver, and just the stop this Seattle defense needed.
Watch Kiara Bryant. Watch her jump in front of the receiver right when the ball gets there. Outstanding closure, steals the ball. Seattle is back in this game in Atlanta.
That was intended for Lauren Ziegler, but a beautiful job by a fired-up Kara Bryant to step in front of the pass and give this offense great field position at the 14 of Atlanta.
Let's go, defense! Respond! Respond!
Dane Robinson cannot believe what just happened. You talk about the definition. You look up the definition of jumping a route. That's what Kiara did right there. What a defensive play. Get Seattle the ball back. Let's see if they can capitalize on it.
So a 1st and 10 from the Atlanta 14-yard line. Jasmine Carter flanked behind Michelle Angel. They're going to go to Carter, and why not? The shifty running back breaks off a 6-yard run.
I really like what I'm seeing in Jasmine Carter tonight. She gets it inside, jumps outside, turns the corner, gets great yardage. They're on a roll right now.
So a 2nd and 4 after the 6-yard carry by Carter. Ball down to the Atlanta 8-yard line.
The announcer trying to get the crowd up because it got real quiet here the last 5 minutes.
A bit of shock setting in with Atlanta as this Seattle team tries to rally. A 2nd and 4, the pocket breaking down. All Angel could do was get rid of that ball. That's Fox Birdwell draped all over Angel. In fact, we got Angel mic'd up. Let's listen into this hit delivered by Fox Birdwell.
That one was extra. But I like it.
That is one tough quarterback, Michelle Angel. She's been taking shots like that all night long. That might have been a little late by Fox Birdwell. She got lucky, no call.
So here we go, a 3rd and 4. Ball at the Atlanta 8 as this crowd comes to life. Open receiver. What a play call. Lozen Romo, the tight end, was wide open.
Lozen Romo, maybe their secret weapon. Nobody knows about her. Nobody covered her. Unbelievable that there's a break in the coverage like that. Lozen Romo going to be a hero in Seattle tonight.
We have seen some blown coverage schemes.
Lead that defense like I told you. Come on. Stay out. Come on, Cat. Come on. Keep working.
We've seen some blown coverage schemes by that Atlanta defense tonight, namely on the Misty Gonzalez scores, and there again by Lozen Romo.
When I spoke with Dane Robinson about what the keys were, who they're going to watch out for on offense, never once was Lozen Romo mentioned.
A nice reverse to Angel. Michelle Angel getting into the end zone, and that should make it.
Number 11 offense, 10-yard penalty, repeat the try.
Oh, wow, what a back-breaking call on Nicole Peterson. That would have made it a 6-point game.
6-point game, but they have totally taken this crowd out of the game in Atlanta. I cannot believe whatever Coach Bellamy said at halftime, it worked.
So now this Seattle offense will be backed up to the 14-yard line on this extra point attempt.
I wouldn't be surprised at all if Angel went back to that back shoulder throw to Williams, which they almost had right before halftime.
They have some weapons on the outside, and obviously Jasmine Carter on that wheel route. Angel back to pass, just lofting it into the end zone. Savannah Wood was well covered there by Amber Clark.
Double coverage, but that penalty killed him back there for an extra point. She gave it a shot, threw it up there for Wood, just nothing there.
Hey, this is still a one-score game. This is an 8-point game with over 12 minutes remaining. Plenty of time, especially the way this Seattle offense is playing right now.
And their defense came up with a turnover last time. They got the ball back and they scored.
And that is how you end the bleeding. Hand the rock off to Christelle Harris, who goes for 11 yards and an Atlanta first down.
That's not a bad game plan. I can't believe she set the league record for halftime with 123 yards. Give her the ball right. This team needs to calm down, stay focused, don't make any more turnovers and score some more points.
Yeah, surprisingly, Christelle Harris has not touched it much here in the third. That's a good tackle by Savannah.
Who tackling who, bitch? Who tackling who, bitch? Who tackling who, bitch? Watch out. I saw you. Watch out. I saw you.
Christelle Harris talking trash to Savannah Wood, but Savannah Wood stopped her for a 2-yard gain. I don't know if that's the right play to be talking trash.
This Atlanta crowd coming to life. They sense the urgency of this drive. It wasn't that long ago Atlanta had a 36-14 lead. Now it's down to a single score. 2nd and 8, reverse handoff. That is Lauren Ziegler.
You're your fucking mind. This bitch can't fucking touch. Bitch, you can't fucking block. That's the problem. You fucking cunt. Hey, you don't want no static, baby. You don't want no static of me. Get it there.
Dina Wojcicki, not one to shy away.
Holding, number 17 offense, 10-yard penalty. Repeat, second down.
So that's interesting. Dina Wojcicki was complaining about being held, but she was doing the holding apparently. Let's take a look here.
Jet sweep right there. She set up for the block, but she puts both hands outside the defensive end, holding clearly on Wojcicki. I know she tried to talk her way out of it, but she totally committed the foul.
That backed up the Atlanta offense 10 more yards. Ball at the 18. That is Christelle Harris in the open field.
You don't want that work. Minnie, you don't want that work. You don't want that work. You don't want that work.
That's a pair of players that really respect one another, and there you go. That is Michelle Angel coming in defensively. They lack tackling ability. Let's not forget, Angel was an all-fantasy safety for the Los Angeles Temptation.
Coach Bellamy did not want a player this season at safety because of the risk of injury, but you can see already with her in the game, this Seattle defense has a lot more fire to it.
3rd and 11. Ball at the Atlanta 25-yard line. They're going to go to Alfie Gore this time. And Gore breaking through arm tackles. And still surging ahead. A 5-yard carry. A hard-earned 5-yard carry by Alfie Gore.
This defense is way more aggressive with Angel. Angel comes up from safety, plugs the hole, one-on-one with Harris, but Gore makes 5 yards out of nothing. But look how that defense is swarming on tackles right now. They look completely different.
The defensive end is lined up outside the tackle. 5-yard penalty, repeat, third down.
That'll give the Atlanta offense another 5 yards as we officially bring to an end 3 quarters of football from Atlanta, Georgia. We've got a ball game. Back with the 4th quarter after this.
When your number is called tonight, step up and make a name for yourself. Think about all the people who doubt you, who say you can't, and go prove them wrong.
This is not about who left this team. It's not about who came back. It's about who's here right now.
Now we have to play like we've never played before, ladies.
This isn't just football. This is family, sisterhood. It's your life. It's how you live your life.
Look to the girl next to you and fight for your life. Fight for the girl who's sitting next to you in this huddle right now.
This is all meant to be. Every single one of you is here tonight because of a purpose. We can do this. I know we can.
It's the last time I'm going to tell you that I'm going to let you down because I will not do it again.
Let them understand that we are not here to play games with them. This is our game.
Give it everything you have because all we got is 10 minutes. That's all we got.
Finish the game. That's a hell of a finish on your run. Be detailed, executionist. It's all about your effort. You gotta close the book. Close the book and shut it. We're gonna score, we're gonna keep them out of the end zone, and we're gonna go home and seal this bitch. Send them packing. Finish the game.
Dane Robinson bringing us back into the fourth quarter and the final 10 minutes of play here from Atlanta, Georgia.
Over the years, Atlanta is notorious for blowing huge leads in the second half. He doesn't want that happening tonight, although it looks like it might happen.
Good point. Atlanta has done that on several occasions, primarily against the Chicago Bliss. And rightfully so, handing it off to a former Chicago Bliss member, Chrisdell Harris, a 7-yard carry.
Chrisdell Harris, a bus driver taking the kids to school tonight. The former track star looks like she is in top-notch shape. She's not even tired here in the fourth quarter.
That is how you wear down an over-pursuing defense. A lot of reverses and then inside handoffs to Chrisdell Harris. This offense finally moving the ball again. Back to Harris, this time the left side, and chased down. Great pursuit that time by Caitlin Marabello.
This play just took too long to develop. Look how long the handoff takes back there. 2 players there, and Seattle's defense again coming to play here in the fourth quarter.
Great gap control as well by Stacey Jackman. We haven't heard much about Jackman, but a great developing defensive end for Seattle.
I love the way they swarmed on Harris, Jackman, and Marabello. The first time all night long she's been thrown for a loss.
A 2nd and 12. And Dakota Hughes trying to lower her shoulder. Does gain 5 yards. I'm not sure I'd be calling that play with an already injured Dakota Hughes.
Exactly right. They scored 36 points in the first half by giving the ball to Harris and Alfie Gore. You don't want your all-fantasy quarterback hurt by running the football in the second half.
So here it is, a 3rd and 7. There's a visible look at Dakota Hughes clearly limping, and it may have just worsened on that last quarterback keeper.
I got to blame offensive coordinator Mark White on that. You don't have your injured quarterback running the football.
So a 3rd and 7. Ball at the Seattle 9, looking to set up the screen, but gonna go over the middle. Very lucky that that was not intercepted, and it may have actually gone through the hands of Jolie Efezekai again.
I'm pretty sure. You can see visibly right there the quarterback is totally hurt. That run hurt her even more. She can barely walk, but she threw a strike. Again, you mentioned in the first half, Efezekai is a specimen at wide receiver, but she has a tendency to drop a lot of balls. I think she just did another one.
Yeah, the more of those you drop, Dakota Hughes is going to start losing confidence in you and stop looking your way. Here's a 4th and 7. Here's a place where Efezekai can really redeem herself. Back to pass, Hughes looking to Efezekai, but that wasn't even close. That was at the feet of Kara Bryant, as Seattle will now take over on downs.
She was thrown backwards. You can tell she's hurting. When you have a groin injury, you cannot press off your back foot to put anything on the ball. She can't even walk right now.
Atlanta turning it over on downs. Here comes Seattle. Back to LFL football night, and there's the face of the LFL, as well as the Atlanta Steam, Dakota Hughes, nursing that groin injury on the sideline.
As a former quarterback, that's one of the worst injuries you can have, because you can't drop back when you do your crossover steps. It yanks on your groin muscles like that. You can't even walk. I think they tried to pull out of the game, but I think Dakota said, no, I'm playing.
And you got a close look at the knee as well. We're getting word that she's also had an injured knee. So on top of the groin injury, Dakota Hughes really running on fumes here in the fourth quarter.
And it seems like she was doing okay until they called that quarterback run where she got hit on the sideline.
So Michelle Angel and the Seattle offense is 8 points away from unbelievably tying this ball game. 1st and 10, fakes the handoff to Carter. A nice release play by Carter, and she loses it. That is Amber Clark. Clark recovering the Carter fumble.
Wow, the cops might arrest her for robbery right there. I don't know how she came out with a football. She went to make a tackle on Clark and literally just stole the football from her and ran the other way. Watch this play. Coming outside, the ball's not tucked away. She strips it. Ball comes right to her, going the other way. Game changer by Clark.
So a strip and a recovery by Amber Clark. And on the other side, Jasmine Carter clearly dejected. It looked like the momentum was clearly on Seattle's side. And now we've got a challenge. Why not if you're Seattle's Eric Bellamy?
What's the challenge? She was down. She was down before the ball came out.
Seattle is challenging the ruling that the player was not down before the ball came loose.
You've got to take a look if you're Eric Bellamy. In fact, we're going to do the same here. That looked like that ball clearly came out well before Carter hit the ground.
That's not even a question. That's a fumble. Way out. That's a fumble. That should be Atlanta's football.
Gregory Edwards getting out of the headset and ready to make this call.
After further review, the ruling on the field of a fumble and recovery by Atlanta is confirmed. First down, Atlanta.
That is the right call, as Jasmine Carter was still falling down when that ball was stripped by that young lady, Amber Clark.
Jasmine Carter didn't hold the ball high and tight. She had it hanging outside. Clark literally just stole it from her. Outstanding play. Let's see if Atlanta can close the deal now and get some points.
That's exactly right. With 7 minutes remaining, Atlanta has got to put this Seattle team away. So a 1st and 10, toss right. That is Christelle Harris, and loses it. Harris looked to be across the goal line, but lost the ball into the end zone. And you can see at the bottom of the pile, that is a Seattle player.
This is unbelievable. Christelle Harris going into the end zone. Of all people, Baker Tatum came up and stripped her.
That is Kiara Williams, and they're going to say that is Seattle's ball. And here comes the challenge by Dane Robinson. And I'm sure he thought that maybe Christelle Harris had broken the plane prior to the fumble.
I like this challenge by Dane Robinson a lot better than the previous one a couple plays ago by Coach Bellamy. This is right on the goal line, and nobody expected this. Christelle Harris
is challenging the ruling on the field of a fumble before the run across the goal line. The play is under further review.
Gregory Edwards earning that check here in the 4th quarter. And if you're Dane Robinson, that's a no-brainer. You've got to risk a challenge here.
They're not going to have a good enough angle, I don't think, to overturn it.
Be sure to visit the box office here at the Arena Exhibit.
Michelle Angel thinks it's their ball. We'll see. Here's Harris going in, gets to the goal line. Tatum Baker hits the football. Somehow she hits the football right there. It pops out, but is she in? She looks in.
I don't know. That is close.
The ball, she got the ball.
Absolutely. You know, there's the ball. That is loose at that point. But the question is, did it ever break the plane?
Out of the end zone. That is no good. That is no fucking good. That is no good. No, sir. Y'all not getting that. You're not going to get that on the angle when we can't see the ball pop out until it gets. No. The ball is out right there.
Well, Eric Bellamy, we know his opinion on this call.
I think he's going to be right. The angles don't show clearly if it was in or out.
Yeah, if it's not decisive in the review, they're going to stick to the call on the field. Let's see if that's the case.
Upon further review, there's no video evidence of the runner being in possession of the ball when she crossed the goal line. The play on the field stands. The result is a touchback, 1st down Seattle.
Let's play fucking football.
So Eric Bellamy in this Seattle team once again has life.
just what the doctor ordered. This is unbelievable. How many times have we seen Dane Robinson Atlanta blow huge leads in the second half? It's happening again tonight.
Or how about Christelle Harris? In all the years that she's played in the LFL, she has had a handful of fumbles. She's one of the better runners at securing the ball, and to lose it at the goal line, that is unbelievable.
I would have bet the house. There's no way the Ferrari Harris is going to fumble the ball inside the 5.
Here comes that Atlanta crowd. A 1st and 10 in a one-score game. There's the effect of the crowd noise. This could be a false start on Seattle.
Some noise in the air!
Prior to the snap, false start, offense, number 1, 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
That's Kiara Williams at the wide receiver position. No excuse for that. Look down the line and watch the snap if you can't hear. This is Angel back to pass. From the pocket, across the middle. What about the coverage of Amber Clark?
Amber Clark having an unbelievable night at defensive back, all over Kiara Williams. Nothing there for Angel to get the ball in. Two great athletes, one-on-one. You got Williams who has her body in front of Clark, but great radius by Clark with her hands coming over the top and just swatting it away.
Amber Clark reminds me a lot of Richard Sherman of the NFL. A lanky corner with great closing speed, and we're seeing her have an impact here in the 4th quarter. Good completion there. Again to Misty Gonzalez, who's really leaving her mark on this game.
That's just a tight end release. They came with the heat. They got the ball to her a little bit late. Angel a little bit late on the throw, but still a big gainer for Seattle.
That 11-yard reception now setting up a very manageable 3rd and 4 for this offense. Ball at the Seattle 21-yard line. An empty back set for Michelle Angel. Angel looks to be audibling here. Here comes that Atlanta crowd once again. A 3rd and 4, in her face. That rush came up the middle, and a dangerous, ill-advised pass by Michelle Angel.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense, automatic first down.
It was only a 2-man rush, but Brittany Demery comes through. That is incredible. That looked like Mike Tyson knocking Angel out. Angel is one tough cookie. She gets up smiling. That's definitely a personal foul.
What a blow to the head by Brittany Demery. And again, we sound like a broken record this season, but Michelle Angel has got to be the toughest quarterback that we've seen this year.
I don't know how she got up. The league might want to take a look at that punch to the head.
A 1st and 10, ball at the Atlanta 19 from the shotgun. A draw play. Jasmine Carter. Carter delivering all night for this Seattle offense. Gained 7 yards on that carry.
If Seattle pulls this game out, Carter might be the unsung hero the way she's playing. Every time she touches the football, something positive happens.
And you could see the tension on the face of Dane Robinson. He realizes there's a lot of time left, and this is still a single-score game. 2nd and 3, going back to Carter, this time on the right side. Another 7 yards for Jasmine Carter.
She has good speed. She outran Dina Wojcicki to the sideline.
You can see not a lot of yards on the ground, but a great average for Carter at 6.6. She's done most of her damage through the air.
I still can't believe that Seattle is 1 touchdown from tying this football game. I would have never said that at halftime.
Here it is, a 1st and goal. Ball at the Atlanta 5-yard line. Just under 4 minutes remaining. That's a screen to Carter. Touchdown, Seattle. Jasmine Carter, the 5'2" native of Tacoma, Washington, putting this Seattle offense on her back.
Again, here's the swing pass out of the backfield, one-on-one out there in space. She gets in the end zone. Not a great pass by Angel, but very effective. They got a chance to tie this ball game up.
That's right, it is a 2-point ball game. So Seattle clearly will go for a 2-point attempt from the 3-yard line. Carter flanked behind Angel. Angel with the silent count. Rolling right, has Carter on the left side. Throwing across her body, and caught! Unbelievable! That is Misty Gonzalez. Who would have thought that Gonzalez would have this kind of an impact on this Seattle roster?
I don't know how that happened. I don't know how that happened, but hey, I don't know how that happened. Let's go! Let's go!
Michelle Angel is simply putting on a clinic tonight. She did this against Nashville. They didn't win the game, but they almost did. Tonight, it's unbelievable. They tied this game up.
Going back to Harris here. And Harris looking impressive. 15-yard carry. And you know Christelle Harris more than anybody wanted that rock after the fumble at the goal line.
Offensive coordinator Mark White, I guarantee you he's going to give it to Harris a lot for the rest of the game. And you're right, Harris wants the football.
So a 1st and 10. Ball at the Seattle 20 with under 3 minutes remaining. Toss left to Harris, and why not? Poor tackling and gap control by this Seattle defense, leading to another 13-yard gain by Christelle Harris.
Again, following the blocks of Wojciechowski up front, she went one-on-one with Kara Bryant. Bryant did not come up hard from the secondary, and Harris ran right by her.
You could see Michelle Angel now playing both sides of the ball, clearly winded, as this Seattle defense has had a tough time containing number 16. They go back to Harris, that time a 4-yard carry.
You dance with the one that brung you. Christelle the Ferrari Harris incredibly has 22 touches for 188 yards and 3 touchdowns, and this game's not even over yet.
What a statement game by Christelle Harris. And that will take us to our 2-minute warning in Atlanta, Georgia. Back with the finale after this. Next week, LFL Football Night heads to Music City as Brittany Pereira in the Denver Dream take on Jade Randall and the Nashville Knights.
Hey, Dakota, I need you mentally to help me finish, okay? I got you. What am I doing?
So we're gonna go Omaha right, dive right, we're gonna fake to the right.
So I'm going right.
Yeah, right, go right. Hey. Hey, you see how close we are? I need you to just nose down, dive in. They're gonna lead you there. It's on you to follow them.
You tend to forget that Christelle Harris is new to Atlanta, new to this offense. She has 188 yards rushing, but she still doesn't know the playbook.
Yeah, Harris was only signed 4 weeks ago, but was only able to join the team about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. So not a lot of practice time and not a lot of time to absorb this playbook. Here it is, 2nd and goal. They're gonna go to Alfie Gore. Touchdown, Atlanta! Atlanta almost using Christelle Harris as a decoy and beautifully setting up Alfie Gore.
That is exactly what offensive coordinator Mark White did. The whole defense went outside thinking Harris was going to get the football, and they gave it inside to Gore, who literally walked in the end zone. Great call by Mark White.
So now again, a 6-point gap as Atlanta goes up 42-36. And this will be interesting to see if Atlanta goes for a 2 or 1 point conversion. It looks like they are lining up for a 2-point conversion from the 3. Back to Harris. Harris with some escapability. Getting in the end zone and making this an 8-point lead for Atlanta.
That shows you the kind of strength she has. She got stopped, bounced backwards. She's making out with, I don't know who she's making out with.
That's got to be her fiance.
I hope.
Bobby Huco's ticket package coming 2019. But Christel Harris, she's taken over this final drive for Atlanta.
She bounced outside, was stopped, completely stopped, regrouped, went back in and got in the end zone. That is a superstar right there.
And here comes that Atlanta crowd. Michelle Angel screaming into the huddle. This may be tough to hear for that front line of Seattle.
This is where you need the silent count up front so you don't jump off sides, but a lot of time for Angel.
And that is what they're doing, the silent count. Low snap back to Angel. That was a bit of a duck. Complete to Gonzalez. Looking like Tony Gonzalez here late in the fourth quarter. That was a 10-yard completion.
Gonzalez playing incredible football tonight. You're right, this ball floated but still got there. Nobody came up except Clark late. She held on to the football. She's down, she's completely down. Good call.
First and 10 at the Seattle 25. This may be a false start because of this crowd noise.
Prior to the snap, false start, number 10 offense, 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
That penalty on Savannah Wood, and chalk that up to the 8th man.
That should not happen with a silent snap count because you're watching the football. You don't move until the football moves.
First and 15, ball at the Seattle 20. Here comes the rush, and complete in the flat. That was complete to Savannah Wood. Let's give some credit to the offensive coordinator for Seattle, Coach Romo. He is calling a brilliant game here.
He really is. It's a read for the tight ends, too. As soon as their person rushes, they come out, and they're wide open. It's a release play, and nobody's coming up from the secondaries until late, and they've been killing them all night with it.
Michelle Angel sitting beautifully now as Savannah Wood was able to get out of bounds. Seattle still has 2 timeouts, plenty of time. Angel back to pass, nearly sacked. And there's the escapability of Angel, but not able to avoid Amber Clark and Jolia Fezekai.
This shows you the escapability of Angel. One quick move, she eludes the rush, gets away from Salazar, makes something positive, gets 3 yards, then gets hit by Clark.
Timeout, Seattle. Their last timeout of the second half.
So I was mistaken. Seattle actually only had 1 timeout remaining, and they just used it. Now let's go down to the field with Dane Robinson.
My middle linebacker's going to beat the center, and she's going to grab her back from the back of that jersey, though. No, as soon as that fabric gets pulled, you got to throw it. Come on.
Dane Robinson lobbying for a holding call.
Eyes! Eyes! Hey, only thing that's happening, they're playing backyard football. Everybody release and go here. Hey, we play 5. My middle linebacker, beat Nicole. Finish the job. My strong safety here. Eyeball that running back there specifically. Oh, sorry, that's free. Well, it's interchangeable, but somebody has to pick up the running back. Hey, we have to go 5. The only person that should be uncovered is the center, and somebody should be eyeballing, if possible, Minnie.
I'm surprised Dane Robinson didn't make this adjustment earlier because the release patterns by the tight ends have been open all night long.
How about this 8th man in Atlanta, Georgia tonight? They have caused 2 false starts for Seattle, and they're going to be needed here for the final 58 seconds. Here we go. Michelle Angel rolling left, throwing across her body. That should have been intercepted by Jolia Fezekai.
How many times have we talked about a Fezekai's hand? This would end the game. If she makes this catch, the game's over, and she simply dropped it right in her hands. Catch the ball, you win the football game.
Interestingly enough, you saw Seattle targeting Misty Gonzalez again. They may have seen something in Gonzalez that we have not seen all these years. 2nd and 10. Runners flank to each side of Angel. Angel rolling right and getting out of bounds and losing the ball. Luckily for Seattle, that went out of bounds. A 6-yard carry by Michelle Angel.
Michelle Angel is so natural in the pocket. She has a natural feel. She's felt the heat, moved out right, nothing there. She got a positive gain and got out of bounds.
That Angel run kind of silenced this Atlanta crowd. A 3rd and 4, ball at the 8 of Atlanta. A 1-score game. Seattle will need a touchdown as well as the 2-point conversion. Again from the shotgun, Angel looking over the middle, back of the end zone. And caught. What a clutch play by Michelle Angel and Kiera Williams.
Angel shooting darts in Atlanta. She throws it up one-on-one. Williams in the back. Baker Tatum right there too. Williams comes down with it. If you look at her stats, that is the go-to receiver for Michelle Angel. I cannot believe they have a chance to tie it up again.
Give credit to everybody on the offensive side of the ball for Seattle. They have overcome so much from their defense all along. They have fought back every time that Atlanta has marched down on their defense. Michelle Angel and this squad have responded. And here's the game. A 2-point conversion. Savannah Wood kicked out of the end zone. Brittany Demery saw that coming all over Wood. Somebody the size of Savannah Wood has got to make a better effort at getting in the end zone.
The way that play started, I thought Wood was going to easily be in. Demery came up.
Offense, number 11. That penalty is declined by rule. The try is no good.
Even without that penalty, Brittany Demery one-on-one absolutely stops Wood. There's the hold inside on Peterson. Yeah, it's a tackle. That would be a hold. But watch the stop by Demery anyway. That's the tackle, but watch Demery one-on-one with Wood. Wow, great tackle.
By rule, Seattle has elected to kick, onside kick after the score.
Seattle does have the option here of an onside kick. You've noticed kickoffs have been removed from the LFL to open the first and second half, but you can still onside kick.
You 3 have to block in front. Avoid and block here. Hands here. Crystal! Hey, I need Crystal. Okay. Hands team.
Okay. Where do you want me at, Coach? I'm sorry.
1, 2, 3, 4. Joe Ray!
That's a scary thought. I think he was just yelling for Jolie Fezekai to be part of the hands team.
I hope that he wants her to block up front, because the first 3 people up front go across and they block the first people coming over by Seattle. The second line catches the football.
This will be Kiera Williams kicking it. But no, we're going to have a timeout. It looks like Atlanta has called a timeout. I'm sure wanting to see the setup of Seattle.
That ball has to cross the 10-yard line. You 3 up front, once again, block, all right, and evade. I need the rest of you guys up close. I need you guys up close. That same alignment, just get close. You guys have no business all the way back there. All right? Do you understand what the onside kick is? Yes. Then fucking execute here, all right? Hey, we need this here. Once again, you get your hands on the ball, phone it, fetal position. We don't try to return.
Hey, kick that motherfucker as hard as you can, make it ricochet off a motherfucker.
So Kiera Williams, with all the pressure in the world, you got to get a bounce here, right?
Well, he's going old school. He's going to try to fire it right at one of the Atlanta players and try to bounce it off their equipment.
And here is Kiera Williams, the game on the line, getting the bounce. But Jessica Salazar salvaging the game for Atlanta with the key recovery.
Wow, what an ending to the game. Great game for Atlanta. They had to have this win, but I cannot believe the way Seattle came back.
Now, wait a minute. We still have 35 seconds remaining. We've seen a lot of crazy comebacks in this league. Realizing that Atlanta really just has to do a victory formation here.
Seattle, I believe they're out of timeouts, right?
Seattle's out of timeouts. So Atlanta will just need to take a knee, and that is what they're set up for. Dakota Hughes barely holding on to this one. How about the effort of Michelle Angel and this Seattle team to rally from a 36-14 halftime deficit?
Unbelievable comeback to make this game close at the end. Yeah, it was a bad onside kick, but they got there. I cannot even believe they got back in the ball game. Both quarterbacks are competitors. Dakota Hughes playing hurt the entire night. She played through it. And of course, Michelle Angel just played incredible again.
And that should do it. The Atlanta Steam get a much needed win and will move to 1-1, still in contention in the Eastern Conference with the undefeated Chicago Bliss and the Nashville Knights.
Hey, I'm proud of y'all. I'm proud of y'all. Way to fight. Way to fight. Way to fight.
Michelle Angel, she is right on. That team came back fighting in the second half. They're going to be a team to be contended with. I don't know right now because of that defense, but they're exciting to watch.
They're one of the better 0-2 teams you'll ever see in the LFL. And with the leadership of Michelle Angel and how wide open the Western Conference still is, this Seattle team is very alive for the postseason.
It's going to be fun to watch. You're right, that Western Conference is wide open. They're fun to watch. They're playing hot football, even though they're 0-2.
That defense, if they can right the ship defensively for Seattle, they can beat anyone in this league.
Absolutely. And for Atlanta, with the addition of Christelle the Ferrari Harris, they might be all the way to the championship again.
Well, that'll do it for us, partner, here from Atlanta, Georgia. One of the more electrifying, exciting games of the season went back and forth, with Atlanta taking an early lead only to see Seattle rally late. Atlanta holding on the feet of Christelle Harris. For my partner, Bobby Hugo, our producer, Brett Sachs, this is Mitch Mortaza. We will see you next week on LFL Football Night.